big fucking event this tomorrow. It's tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Okay, so let's get straight into it. Alex the Great Volkanovski against the hold on. Yeah, it's Maron that's normally the underdog, picks the underdog. So this is your boy. You want Alex to lose. You want Alex to lose. But how do you think this fight plays out? Because I've been watching a lot of videos this week on this fight.
Biased, I'm telling you.
No, he loves the underdog.
What? You think I'm not going to pick Alex in this?
No, you're gonna pick Alex and but there's one slip that you're gonna bet on Rodriguez, and you're gonna want that one to win the most.
Probably by knockout as well.
I mean,
hey yo,
what do you mean how?
Because I can see where you're coming from, right? Because Yair is.
I haven't even said anything, to be honest.
It's true. It's true.
No, but I just know what he's like. I just know.
No, go ahead, say your opinion anyway.
I see what you say. God damn. I see what you say that because Yair is very, very unpredictable. Very unpredictable. And his last fights, even I must say, fight against my boy Holloway, bro. That was sticky still.
Holloway is not a person you can just like knock out with a flash strike. He's got that chin. True. At least he's got that. So. True.
But and then Holloway still won, you know what I'm saying? Bless his breast. But
always
better round.
Always giving props to your boy.
Korean Zombie was beaten before
okay.
he knocked him out in the last round. It was like 3-1 going into the 5th round.
Yeah.
What was your point?
So my point is, I can see why he's saying that. Even though we know that the great is the great, we know that because we've seen it. We've seen it so often that that's why Alexandre is who he is, because he adapts to whatever, right? He does that by the minute, not even by the round. He does that by the minute. He like adjusts very well to anything you throw at him. So he's like, he's one step ahead of you. But then again, Yair is a guy that's very, very unpredictable, and he throws wild shit. Like you said, he was losing against Zombie. I watched that fight the other day. It was nasty. He just dropped. Bap!
And it was not out of nowhere. He tried that a few times in previous rounds and it didn't get it clean, and then he got it in the last second.
But he disguised it so well.
Yeah.
So well.
He gets you to chase him. He backs up straight up and then just ducks under, and as you kind of fold on top of him, just elbows up top. So you kind of got down into it.
Let me raise the stakes here. If you think that Yair wins, how do you think he like?
I think it can only really be like the first or second round. I think past that round, it could happen, but it's going to be much more rare. I even think he'll get finished in like 3rd or 4th round, if it goes that long. Like Alex will finish him. Alex, because on the ground, he was down on the ground with like Ortega, and he got out there and then beat up Ortega from top.
That was a beautiful fight.
So if you think of it like that, he will destroy him on the ground. I think Alex will destroy him, but has that ability to like throw some weird shit out of nowhere. And Alex's chin is really good, but it's not like Holloway good, where and his speed is ridiculous, and his kicks are like baseball bats, especially when he just winds up and like body kicks. But I think Alex can kind of neutralize that, take him down, beat him. I expect him to kind of just every round pressure him, because the thing about Alex, you said like he adapts perfectly well and his game plans are perfect. So for him, I think Alex can destroy him and probably finish him like 3rd, 4th round, take him down, beat him up. I wouldn't even be surprised if he finishes him early. But if he doesn't pressure him and gives him space to kind of work, has the ability to knock you out any moment.
Yeah. What do you think, man? You're just observing.
The more footage I watch, like, the more I fall in love with Yair Rodríguez. Yeah, there's something about this kid, but regardless how many footage, I'll still come to the same conclusion that Alex wins. Yeah, but what it does is it makes this fight so much more exciting, because the possibility, there's a real chance. There's a real chance that he could do it. That he could cause an upset. If anyone, it will be him. But there's a lot of people say that his strikes are unpredictable. They're not, man. They're not unpredictable. He just makes it look unpredictable, but he's been trying to set up throughout his fight. It's not unpredictable.
That's what you mean.
It's like he predict that it's gonna. He's working for it, but it makes it look so unpredictable. Like not only with the strike with Korean Zombie, but there was I forgot who it was against, but he kept setting up this low leg kick. I forgot who it was against.
Was it who's the guy who just fought Aldo in boxing?
I'm drawing blank. Anyways, he kept going for this low kick, and then before he goes for the low kick, the first time round he didn't look at your low leg, right? He didn't look at your leg.
Yeah.
The second time he looks at the leg. They're anticipating the low leg kick, but he makes a low leg kick, but it's like a switch kick, so he lands. And he kept going for that. So it might look like spontaneous, unpredictable. But he's very intelligent in the way he strikes. Not only that, like the way he like keeps distance as well.
He's gonna be the longer fighter as well.
I didn't really know about the way he fights, and then obviously you really liked him because you saw what I'm seeing now. Like, yeah, he's got a good chance.
To be honest, the more I think about it, he has the ability, to finish the fight with distance. But if you look at Alex, his whole career, he's fought almost the perfect fight for every guy. Like he fought Aldo, neutralized him, won every single round. You can't take down Aldo's defense. It's really good. It was I think it was a 3-rounder. So he didn't even bother trying to just push him up the cage, held him there, and just beat him up there, won every round. So he fights the perfect plan for everyone. Holloway, even the first fight, people don't underrate that.
The first fight, Holloway won.
Wait, you think about the second one, mate. You think about
you had the same argument last
night.
night.
The second one,
I'm talking about,
Apologise.
The first one, I believe it was like 50-45 or maybe 49-46. Like he won either 5 or 4 of the rounds. Like Alex, what he did, Holloway, his thing is, if you look at with when he took the belt from Aldo, he builds each round. Like he'll get like a 1 punch, 1-2, and then you'll see it after like round 2, round 3 starts building. And like he's one of the people, like when he gets to round 5, if you're still there, he's throwing like over 100 punches. Like he's already got everything down. Alex just kept breaking his every time like Max was trying to build something from round 1, he was just hitting him with low kicks, like in between strikes. And Max Holloway, it felt like he was like in round 1, still trying to build from the beginning all the way to round 5. Like, he got nothing off. And people underrate the second fight. Now we're going to talk about that one, when they fought. Let me just say my opinion. Round 1, if you actually watch the fight again, Alex
your tongue down.
Is winning all of round 1. At the end, he gets dropped on that one knee, pops right back up, Alex. But that's the biggest strike of the round. Even though Alex was winning, he lost that round. Second round, again, Alex was winning, got dropped again at the end, popped on the knee, back up. It was fine. It wasn't like wobbly or nothing. But he lost that round. The round ended. Round 3, 4, and 5, he didn't get dropped. It went the same way. He won every one round. So every scorecard was, the first 2 rounds was Max, 3, 4, 5 was Holloway. If you watch the fight, when he didn't drop him at any point of that fight, he's losing.
Dice didn't watch the fight, you watched highlights.
You didn't watch the fight.
You watch highlights. Did you watch highlights? Tell the truth.
You did not watch that fight.
No, I watched the fight. I watched the fight. I watched the fight.
People underrate. Alex won that fight, and every scorecard gave it to him.
Highlights. You didn't stay up for that fight. That fight was a fucking last fight of the night.
But you know what? If you watch that fight and you listen to the commentator praising Max. Oh, look at Max, he's coming back. We won round 1, 2. And then after that, while Alex is dodging everything he's got and hitting him with low kicks, it's nothing like big, but he's just outstriking him every round. A 3, 4, 5, they're still talking about Max.
You think the commentation was,
I think it was
quite exaggerated?
Bisping was bullshit. He was not even watching the fight. He was just probably having a drink and talking and thinking,
that's that low.
I'm sorry, I'm guessing because it was a long time ago. Yeah, but I think it was Bisping. But yeah, it was bullshit. He was not winning that the rounds.
We need to watch that fight back just to confirm if Bisping was commentating.
I think it was Bisping.
Otherwise, everything you said now doesn't mean nothing.
No, I'm just saying like it was no.
We'll put a clip.
No, he's a good commentator. I'm just saying in that case, I just disagree with him.
But listen, I remember the fight going to Holloway. He addressed
which rounds? What happened? Tell
You
me.
see, right now you just caught me a little bit off guard.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I remember.
But I listen. We can pull up the laptop and you can watch it.
Yeah.
On the second part, we watch it. We watch it.
You know what? You can actually go watch the Weasel's breakdown. He does this every close fight and say like who really won those rounds. It was.
Listen, I remember very, very well that Max Holloway addressed the low kicks that really bothered him in the first fight.
Yeah,
and he adjusted very, very well.
He did a Muay Thai stance, close the legs together, so he can.
And every time he did that, he came back with something. He replied with something.
People praised it so much. He was doing a bit better, but he wasn't winning the rounds. I'm just saying, do you want to watch the fight again? We can watch it right now.
We can do an episode of that just to sell the argument.
You know what?
Yeah, that's
we'll do a
25
special
minutes.
episode. Yeah, we'll do a special episode, special edition, Max Holloway, Volkanovski 2. Who really won?
But Alex, going back to Alex, I've also watched footage of him against Aldo, and like during that fight, what I noticed was like as a fighter, what do you like in terms of like where your position is within the cage? Where would you like to be if you're in the cage yourself, Doris? Like what? Like you're controlling outside, inside, like stay in the center.
Ringleader all the time. You wanna keep the guy on his back pedal. Like you
So you're on your front foot and then you're moving him back, or and you keep in control of the center, or
like you all. As I think any good fighter will prefer to control the center and press the fight against the cage.
I think it kind of depends who you are, as in like with your skills. So are you talking about him with his skills, or if he's Alex Volkanovski or something like that?
If you're Aldo against Alex Volkanovski.
If I'm Aldo,
yeah.
Oh, he wants distance to strike. That's what he loves to do. He wants to box.
But the thing is, even Aldo at that point,
he doesn't wrestle or anything like that. He doesn't kick anymore because he broke his leg.
Yeah, and he's not the same. If we're talking like prime Aldo, a different story.
That Aldo, head movement, boxing. That's what he loves to do.
Yeah, but really like prime Aldo would have, it would have been a different story.
Because my point is, like, if you watch that fight, it might look like Aldo was controlling the center of the ring, which he was. Because Volkanovski, what he done was, he just kept moving, stay on the outside, and he would just like kind of pigeonhole him into a certain area and just start tapping away at him. His movement, Alex's movement, is so good. Jose couldn't catch on to it, so he couldn't find his rhythm. He couldn't strike, and it was Alex doing the majority of the work from the outside, but controlling him like Aldo where he is in terms of the position in the
Jose
cage.
said like he was surprised how strong he is. Yeah.
Well, he was like 200 pounds or something.
Yeah, at one point.
He was a big dude. And like even the fight tomorrow, I think Volkanovski is gonna have. He's the bulkier guy. Yeah, he looks a bit too skinny. Even though he's been training on that like 2,000 feet altitude and that Aztec temple, which
I
I
like
think
what
is
he
sick.
does. He puts a camp around him. So like he'll probably go still train at some camps for like training part and stuff, but he will basically do most of his training camp. He'll like hire people. And he'll do like all just for him, basically.
That's sick, bro. That is sick. Imagine just like training in the mountains, bro.
Then he showed one of the I don't know if it was the embedded videos or whatever that is, but it was him. You know those what was it?
Aztec pyramids.
Aztec pyramids, yeah. So he goes up there and they're high altitudes and trains up there and all this.
That is
stuff.
sick.
I don't know if that's serious.
Like in the olden days, people been sacrificing there for like the gods and shit, and he's like soaking in all that power. And he said, and I think Masvidal said that on an interview that he don't even take his phone. He's just training.
Yeah, but that's why
the focus.
Apparently, he's been doing this for the past few fights.
Bro,
it's shown like. Do you know his energy? Have you watched the press conference?
No.
His energy into the fight, he looks so relaxed, so up for it. He's like soaking up the occasion. It's like no nervousness whatsoever. Like I think he's like
he's
really
cool, man.
Good. He's
cool.
really good condition. He must be
Yeah.
in really good condition.
I mean, you have to be if you're fighting Alex the Great.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Well, this is like his not even that. This is his big opportunity. He's wanting the belt for a long time. Been calling out for a long time.
He's striking just so good. He's so quick. But didn't you? I think you mentioned like before. After like 2 or 3, he starts slowing down, right?
To fade.
I mean, he knocked out Korean Zombie round 5, so it's not like he does.
Was that 5 rounds?
The last
Man, he was
section of the round, last round.
down. He was down.
Yeah. So Yeah, and it was down 3-1 going to the 5th round. So, yeah, if you think of it, yeah, he still has the ability to knock you out, but I don't think he will last 5 rounds with Alex.
Yeah. Him fighting Holloway, like we always kind of mention this fight because it was a reference point in terms of where Holloway was in his career. Like we mentioned that going into that fight, it took a lot out of Holloway, right?
Yeah.
I think we all said that, or we all had that opinion anyway, right? Holloway going into that fight took out of Holloway. But with I don't have that opinion. I don't think like he went into that fight, he took a lot of shots. He was fucked. He left in an ambulance, but I don't feel like that's.
I don't think he has nowhere near as much wear and tear on his body as Max though. Yeah. So it's not just that fight took a lot of him. He was at a place where like he was. Remember, it was not that long ago the fight where he had to drop out. I think it was the Habib one, isn't it? And then because he was slurring his words and.
Oh yeah.
I feel like this guy said like concussions or brain all that. CTE, bro. So for that reason, on top of the fact that fight, even though he won, there were moments where he was punching. His hand speed was way faster than Max. He was lighting up with just ridiculous combos to his face, bro. Yeah. And Max is just like, he'll take that shit. Yeah. And he threw more each round and won the round still.
He ate those like cookies though.
Yeah.
He ate those like.
But for him, I wouldn't even mind if he retired because he's done so much already. No, I'm doing it for his health reasons.
Bro, listen.
I don't give a shit about that. I'm talking about like, he's done so much. He doesn't need to prove anything more. Yeah. And I just don't like if he goes up to lightweight or tries to go.
I don't want that.
Look what Alex couldn't knock him out, but Alex could hit him a lot every round. Remember, his face was bang up. Alex was basically fine. Look how bad the third round.
The third was just.
Do you want to see him go back in there and take like 100 punches around? Like Alex can throw a lot, and he's got great cardio.
Look, I'm talking from a place of a fan.
I know, but I'm just saying as a fan of him, he's put so many great fights.
Has he not done enough?
Has he not done enough for you?
Bro,
has he not done enough?
Keep going. You can go.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? You might have to go for free war again and again.
The other thing is, if he does,
he deserves what he wants. But at the end of the day, he's done enough for.
But I just love to see him fight, bro. I just love to watch him fight because every time.
That's why I don't mind him fighting a Korean zombie. It's an easy fight for him. Give him them type of fights. Let him enjoy himself at his own rate.
Bro, but I think if we spoke to Holloway though, if we spoke to
he's kind of similar.
Korean zombies took a lot of hits, bro.
Yeah, but he's kind of similar in that he also I think Matt's got much better head. No, he definitely has much better head movement. Definitely. Korean zombie does not move his head much. That's why it's called Korean zombie.
Bare times, bro.
Bro,
come on now.
But he can take a lot, and he
I know. Max will give it, and Max will dish it. Exactly. So
that's how you kill
zombies. 3-1 rounds. And
that's how you kill zombies. Headshots.
That's why, at this level, it's not gonna be a round winner, in my opinion.
You think Max knocks him out? Korean? Because that boy just eats shots for breakfast, dinner, lunch. He snacks on them fuckers.
I think if Max starts going, landing combos, it'll be a quick night. But it depends on if. Because I'm asking because Max's style is not to knock out people. No, but volume.
No, but his volume can be ridiculous.
Yeah, it's overwhelming.
So stoppage. We're talking stoppage.
TKO.
I'm gonna say no. I just think it's not. Like I see. I don't know. I just got a feeling it's gonna be a bit more like his last few fights. I mean, he doesn't get knockouts that much these days. His volumes are still a lot, but I don't know. But Korean Zombie's got no head movement, so he's gonna take all of those hits to the face.
That's what I'm saying. If he can land combos, If it depends on how quickly he can land combos. Because if it's early, then he's clocked the fight, innit? He's clocked his time. He's clocked everything. He's gonna.
I'll do like over 2.5, 3.5 because I think it'll be, if it's a finish, it'll be a late one.
Is that a main? Is that a main fight? If it's
it should be. No, I don't think so.
It'll be free.
If it's free, then I'll pick a goal decision.
Yeah,
I'll see. Yeah.
Maybe he does what he did to Qatar to Zombie, bro. Maybe he does Max Holloway does to Zombie what he did to Qatar.
And Qatar's got better boxing, right?
Yeah.
So
well, apparently,
Apparently, not against the best boxer.
Yeah. I mean, then
Korean Zombie, yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, but they both hit hard actually.
Listen.
Korean Zombie's good though. It's not bad.
It's a big name.
I need to say something, man.
Yeah.
I didn't like how the Plessis faced Whittaker, bro. Bobby's a nice guy, bro. Why are you doing like that? He just came into his fucking face like...
Oh, I didn't watch that. Well, where was that? Press conference?
Yeah, man.
He's trying to get his name out there, obviously.
Look,
if he wins this, he's getting a title shot.
This is a title shot for him.
Eliminator now, yeah.
Yeah. If you've beaten Whittaker, you deserve it.
100%.
Okay? You deserve it.
But he's not happy.
Yeah, I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it is, but he's just soaking up the event and then soaking up his moment because this is a title fight. Come on, man.
I think
this is his biggest fight in his whole entire life.
Yeah. I mean, he never find no one like Whittaker before.
Plessis' whole game plan is to make it a ridiculous war, so that you're both tied in the third round, and he's good when you're both tied to get a finish. Like he makes it a war, and you're exhausted by the third round, and then he finishes you somehow. Normally a submission of some sort. It's not going to work on Robert Whittaker. No. He's a guy who would not be afraid to just not bite on any, like he'll wobble you and just still be patient and just win every round if he has to. If he doesn't wobble you, he will just make it a masterclass, man. Whittaker, in my opinion, can still... I would put some money on him to beat Adesanya in the third one if they go again.
Yeah.
He won round 4 and 5, and round 2 and 3, even though I don't mind Adesanya having 1, 2, 3, which is what he had, and 4, 5 Whittaker, but 2 and 3 both were like kind of close rounds. Like either one, you could technically wouldn't be a robbery to have given either one of them.
That's the last time they fought, right?
Yeah, that's the last time. Yeah, the first one he knocks him out. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, the second one. So Whittaker is people underestimate, and that's why man, if Pereira still had the belt, Whittaker fights him next. Whittaker definitely beats him.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think
so. You don't think the Duplessis has any chance? Like, what do you need to do to beat Whittaker?
Be Adesanya.
Be
Adesanya.
So long and rangy and fucking strong, like taking like
who else got shit on Whittaker?
Like dominate somewhere strong, but like his style is like he's not a bad striker, but he's not great. He's a decent wrestler, like kind of, and I'll even say Whittaker is probably even a better wrestler. His submission game is maybe better than Whittaker, but Whittaker's defense is solid enough that it's not going to even be an issue. Like I said, his style is like, man, he will just go to war with you. Sometimes he will get hurt. Who was it? He got hurt by someone. Duplessis. He got hurt by someone, and as he's backing up, the guy came forward and he just clocked him, and I think like just finished him. Duplessis is like, he's got power, so maybe if he could make it a war, make Whittaker get
draw
out
him
of
out.
like
So maybe that's why, like in the press conference, it's like started it already. Mind games.
Probably, it's not gonna happen.
But Whittaker's too nice about it. Like it's like any day of the business.
He doesn't give a shit about
he
that.
he will smile at you and fuck you up. Like, he's like, he'll fuck you up.
Job to him. I like Bobby Knuckles, man. He's sick.
Why is it called Bobby Knuckles? Oh, Bobby.
No, it's the Reaper.
What?
The Reaper. They call him the Reaper.
Yeah, but he's also called Robbie Knuckles.
Bobby Knuckles, yeah.
Just
but I think they call him like that because
Robert is Bobby and Knuckles because he's a boxer, bro.
No, but they call him the reason they call him the Reaper.
The Reaper?
Right? Oh. Is because when he hits you, like he hurts you, like he breaks shit.
Oh, of course.
When he moved up, when he was in welterweight, like he lost to, who did he lose there? He got knocked out by Thompson.
What was that? Welterweight.
Yeah, welterweight. When he was a welterweight, he was losing some.
Stephen Thompson.
Yeah, he lost to Court McGee. This Robert Whittaker when he was in welterweight. So he wasn't like, but he talked about like his weight cuts. He used to dread it so much because it was just the worst for him. Yeah, but now at 185, he just went on a sick run, start knocking out people. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes
I seen the way he fucked up Brunson, bro. Bad, bro. In that fight, Brunson was just like going forward, like
Brunson, because Brunson, he was on like a 4-fight first round knockout streak. he was.
Was this when he dyed his hair? And then
I
went on a
think,
mad
yeah,
run.
But like he was known as a in Strikeforce as a blanket wrestler. Just wrestle, hold you, hug you, and just he wasn't a striker. He was a wrestler.
Yeah.
And then at one point he started learning striking, and he would just at the lower level of middleweight, he would just blitz people in one round, just blitz them like ridiculously, and just knock them out cold. Doing that 1, 2, 3, 4. As soon as you get to someone like Whittaker, anyone elite, he did it to Adesanya, got knocked out. He did it to a lot of people, and he got knocked out. But when he does it to low level, he's just all he does is chin up, swinging. If you can get him, you can knock him out. If you're not good and he hits you, you'll KO you, bro. That's all he did. Yeah.
Wow.
He fought Romero. He won round 1, round 2. That one I think he was like using his wrestling because Romero, even though he was a wrestler, he stopped training wrestling. He was training just striking because he was such a good wrestler already. Round 3 though, Romero broke his jaw. Oh, now I'm start hammer fisting him. That's what Romero at that time.
You don't want that.
Romero,
you don't want the hands.
Was going on this weird streak where he was like losing the first 2 rounds, being kind of playful, and then knocking them out in the third, like in a row, like a few of them, just third round knockouts. That's why, at one point he was just ridiculous, man. Best athlete in the world, man.
Bro, you heard Romero is a wrestler that doesn't want to wrestle.
I saw him at like 19 and like 40
No,
and they look
he's
the
like-
same, man. He looks the same.
Yeah,
He's the same
his
guy.
neck. His neck is a fucking. It's a pyramid to his head. It's fucking.
You see he's got a scar on his neck. That's because you didn't know, man.
No.
So he's got a scar on his neck, yeah. Apparently, I think because of wrestling for so many years and stuff, he had like a cervical or vertebrae or something that was hurt, and he had like surgery and shit, so he couldn't even move his neck.
Oh, they get them fused together. The
Yeah,
Ronnie Coleman got that
I
shit.
think they fuse, so they fuse it
Anyone
together.
gets fucked, they just fuse it to the top and
So
bottom.
he gets stronger,
He
but
got
less
stronger,
movement.
bro.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like imagine because doctors even they say everybody knows the story that he broke his eye or something.
Orbital
you know.
bone or something, and it
Yeah.
healed at a mad rate or something.
By the time he go to the doctor, he's already healing,
Yeah.
and they say, "Listen, the fucking something on these niggas' eyes is 10 times stronger than a normal human." I was like, "Shit!" So imagine what he did to his neck, and that's why he's got that thick neck as well. And bro, this is a specimen. He's a specimen, but he's just a wild animal, to be honest, bro. Because he's not smart.
I saw like one of his early wrestling matches, him and this guy, they're just standing opposite, and then he just reaches down and grabs his ankle and then just lifts it all the way up to the air. And this guy
they
just
same weight,
spins.
same weight division or something.
Maybe. But he was just a ball muscle. It's different.
I'm convinced
He
he's
just
a
picked
sperm,
up his foot and just
He's been made in a lab.
flipped
I'm
it.
convinced. Yeah, it's not normal.
Who else is on the card? Moreno against Pantoja.
I'm going back and forth in my head on this one.
Why is that? Who did you originally? What does your gut say, and what does your head say?
Pantoja's gonna get the belt.
What? Outrageous, sir.
That's what my thought was before, but I have changed it back. I think I changed it back to. So I think it's gonna be decision Moreno, or finish is gonna be Pantoja. I don't think Pantoja's gonna win if this
finish
goes 5
how
rounds.
like sub or
Subbing.
I think Brandon knocks him the fuck out.
No, his chin is
I think
maybe like
Brandon
a
knocks him the fuck
5th
out.
round. Like maybe he could crack him real late, but it will have to be late because his chin is. Man, he fought Figueiredo and he was not good enough in that fight. Figueiredo is much harder puncher than Moreno. He just ate all those punches because he couldn't do anything else. He just wasn't good enough in that fight. But that was a while ago. So I'm just saying his chin is like, I mean, it's only second to Moreno's, to be honest, because Moreno's, man. Actually, well, Moreno's like he's great chin, right? But it's like he can. I think no, Pantoja's got a better chin, but Moreno's got better recoverability, and he's got cardio for days. So like maybe if Pantoja gets tired late, and then you can finish him because he's also exhausted. But like I just don't see Pantoja just getting dropped. I can see Moreno getting dropped, but I see him just he'll bounce back up. He won't even be
That's
wobbly.
what
I just
Yeah.
listen. I just have a feeling that this fight is gonna be very one-sided in favor towards Moreno. I just have a feeling, bro. Don't ask me.
Pantoja had his number
very
in the last
one-sided.
fight.
What do you mean by one-sided?
Moreno's gonna ragdoll him, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Viva Mexico, cabrón.
I'm just saying that
Do you know what? Every single time he bet against his Brazilian brother, like it's true. Yeah.
I just
Every single time.
I think he's going to be hesitant as well a little bit first.
Who?
Moreno, because he knows he's lost to him once professionally, but he's lost to him twice. Like he's fought him twice and lost, so it's just going to be in the back of his mind. And I think Pantoja will get opportunities to get him down. Like he went 3 rounds with Manel Cap and striking match and won that. I can't even take out my phone, isn't it? I can't remember who else he fought. But he fought some good guys, beat them, and he got himself to a title. And he's good at getting people's back. He's good at subbing them out. The first fight he fought in the Contender Series, I think he choked him out. But at that time, like he was like the number 1 seed.
Yeah, that was
he was
too
number
early.
16 seed Moreno, and he was like he showed he was really good.
I think Moreno has improved a lot, man. He's come to his own.
But they fought again, obviously, before he just got cut, and he beat him decision. I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to remember in my head. I remember him taking him down. I can't remember if he controlled him much. I can't remember the fight that clearly, but he won he won the fight clearly by decision.
I gotta say something. There's something about being
split or nothing.
There's something about being a champion that makes you better. There's about
he showed why he's improved a lot because he's become champ. Look he's good.
He has to fight like the most elite of that division, so he has to stay ready, and it is a different mentality that he has to sustain.
Exactly. Yeah. So that automatically makes you better. So that's why even look at Leon Edwards, bro. Like I was surprised that I thought Kamaru, he's gonna win the second fight and the rematch, and because Leon is a striker, Kamaru's even though we all saw what happened. You know what I'm saying? And there's something about it. But you never know. How many 5 rounds Pantoja has fought?
I'll give you this. Pantoja has not been in 5-round fight, or he's never gone in 5 rounds. I'll say this though, like I even said Moreno, 5 rounds. If he goes 5 rounds, I'll give him Moreno. But if you look at his last 2 fights, he submission round 1, Alex Perez. Before that, Brandon Royval, submission round 2, Manel Cap, decision round 3. He's fought some good guys, Askar Askarov, decision round 3. So he can fight solid guys. Askarov is a decision guy, beats him by decision. Manel Cap is solid striker. He was striking throughout the fight with him. I'm pretty sure it was back takes with Brandon Royval and Alex Perez. Really good at that. Get to your back, choke you out. And I just feel like he has an opportunity in the first 2, maybe 3 rounds. If it goes further than that, I'm picking Moreno by decision.
Listen, Jalin Turner and Dan Hooker. How could I forget that, bro? Jalin Turner and that. Jalin Turner has really.
Yeah, that's why he fought Gamrot before, right? Jalin Turner lost.
Yeah,
but it was them to fight books, but Dan Hooker got hurt, and Gamrot was late replacement.
Yeah.
Jalin Turner went from being a good favourite to being a good underdog.
Yeah, bro. Apparently,
he's the underdog now.
No. I mean, in that night, he was fighting, meant to fight Hooker. He was good favourite. Then Hooker got injured and Gamrot came in.
Jalin Turner won 1.36.
Split decision. No loss. Good.
Mad.
So
heavy favourite.
Jalin Turner, man, he is a beast. He's 6'3". He's your height, man.
He was training with Hamzat.
Yeah, he was. He said what everybody else said. Hamza's a beast.
No, Hamzat is crazy. I think he said
his
crazy.
wrestling defense is not like shit at all, but at the highest level, like Gamrot, people like that was a favourite because at that level they can hold him down. But Gamrot was a split decision. Like I think he even hurt Gamrot at one point. His power is ridiculous. If he stayed on the feet, I think he finishes.
Hooker.
Yeah, Hooker. But Hooker is one of those guys where like he fought the Nasrat guy, and I thought perfect because they tried. I think they even put him underdog or something. I was like, no, I knew that fight. Like at that level, Hooker still beats those guys.
Yeah.
But then Jalin Turner, man, like, I've seen him fighting like really good strikers. Brad Riddell just destroyed them. His power is just too much.
Bro, he's a heavy favourite as well,
Yeah.
Dan Hooker.
Do you think Dan Hooker is going to get finished?
Yeah. I mean, man, he got finished. I know he cut all the way to 145 to fight and fall.
I mean,
Arnold Allen.
Yeah, I think it's gonna get finished.
You know, I'll forgive him the fact you cut that much weight. 155 is probably enough for me. So big. They're almost like the same size, bro. Like, Hooker's not small.
No,
No,
he spars with Adesanya.
He's the training partners, bro.
Yeah,
He might Volkan, Adesanya,
crazy, isn't it?
and Kai Kara France. But Dan Hooker is one of them fighters that he takes too much damage on his fights. Takes way too much damage on his fight, and that is longevity, that is IQ dropped, that is injuries, that is a lot of things that add up. And I just don't see. Are we ever going to see another win, like a big win of Dan Hooker?
Yeah, so that Dan Hooker is on the way down and Jalin Turner is on his way up.
They just
at the moment. That's where they are in their career, isn't it?
And it's sad to say, but at this point, like, I mean, he went blonde. He's like the Oliveira wave.
I'm not sure, like, if he's like necessarily fading. He might just be like he needs to maybe switch up a bit in his training, or like sometimes.
Maybe take time off. Maybe take time off.
Yeah, be a bit more smart with the fights he's taking. Like, even he was saying at one point, his coach is what.
But come on, if you're doing that, you're on the way down. If you're doing that, you're on the way down.
No, but you have to look how they're looking. It's not that he could be like, just need some time off and maybe just get back into like loving training and reassess what he needs to do, change in gym. Like, Robbie Lawler, like, he was in UFC when he was young. He went off to Strikeforce. He was like losing, win loss. Then came back to the UFC. Everyone thought this guy was, this guy was okay. Yeah, back a few years ago, he was alright. No, he came back and won the belt and went on a good streak. And it depends, man. Like, RDA, like, some people, it's different for some people. Like John Jones, man, he was going on a slump for a bit there. He was. After, like, I don't know, like his last few fights in 205, he did not look that great.
John Jones?
Yeah.
I know you're going to say Dominic Reyes.
No, yeah, the Dominic Reyes, but even the other fights where, like, how he looked against, even against this guy who looks like you.
Maheta.
Santos,
Maheta.
Yeah. Santos, like, even against him, the guy had 2 torn knees, was like, I heard it like he'll kick and it was like he'll kind of scream a bit like, like hurt himself, bro, because he tore his knees, like, and he's still trying to throw kicks, bro. He's a tough guy, man. And like, do you know what? John Jones didn't even try to take him down, nothing, and it was like a split decision. Like, why are you? There's something wrong with him in those fights. I think he was just bored, and then he came back at heavyweight. And he showed, he was just bored. Like, when he's decided,
he wasn't entertained.
Yeah,
he got done playing with his food.
Like,
did you see what happened? He there was a video of him and Adesanya.
Yeah.
Man,
squash their beef.
Yeah,
they might as well.
Do you think Masvidal and Colby can squash their beef? Because I've seen loads of videos of them, like, just like being boys, and it's just like loads of people keep publishing this. Like, they used to be close boys.
I'm not opposed to the idea that them two are still actually close friends, and this is just a ploy to let's just make money for each other. We make this big rivalry. Once we fight, we're gonna get lots of money, and those, I don't know, man, because it just seems odd. Both they're making lots of money, chatting a lot of shit about each other. Okay, good for you.
I mean, it's hard to say when you don't know the person.
WWE stuff.
I mean, what you see sometimes is not what you get. So, obviously the UFC does whatever they do to sell. Fair game. Everybody. Listen, we all like to make money. So who the fuck are we kidding?
I don't give a shit, man.
Yeah,
they make some good fights, isn't it?
Right.
I love their fight only because I knew exactly what to bet on. Kobe by decision.
Yeah,
that's the only way, and it was like even odds.
Yeah, Masvidal at the time, his chin was untouchable, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's still his S tier. Even now, if he fights, his chin is S tier, man. It's ridiculous.
Oh, was that before or after the knockout by Kamaru Usman? I forgot. Oh, it was after.
I think it was after, yeah.
But still.
Yeah, because
that was the only knockout.
I broke your jaw. What? Bro, he lost his shit, man.
I'm coming for you.
He said, like, he thought he was gonna come in for a takedown or something, so he tried to throw a hook. But Usman obviously just ducked, but then overhand and just straight down the middle. It was like a perfect one.
Usman at that point, I swear down, he was a Terminator. I didn't think the Hamzat could win against him at that point. He was just so.
But it's too early to tell. It's too early to tell. Now that we all saw how Hamzat handled himself against Mourinho, that's one thing. Yeah. And and then how he handles himself with other individuals and shit.
I think Hamzat's gonna be a slight favourite, at least towards the end.
Hamzat haven't fought in a long ass time.
We'll probably open on evens, and then people put money on Hamzat, and then I'm gonna bet on Usman, because I think Usman, he's not like he got like Leon was able to make space and just pick him apart, but he didn't out wrestle him or beat him up or nothing. He just outstruck him. A lot of low kicks, a lot of moving around, defending takedowns.
So you think that Usman will win against Hamzat?
Because Hamzat is not going to try to pit a pat around you. Hamzat is going to come right forward and wrestle with him. And I think maybe early on, but I think Hamzat is going to see kind of similar to like the Gilbert one, where he might be able to even take Usman down at the start, but to hold him down, it's not going to be that easy.
But
actually was.
But listen,
maybe I don't know. Actually, Leon got his back and he couldn't get out of it, but then he got his back. Man, but I wouldn't be surprised if Hamzat.
Hamzat is the fresher fighter.
No, but
he's hungry as fuck. No. He's not been fighting.
He never expected Leon Edwards to try to take him down. That's why that can shock you if you're just thinking this is because he's never been taken down. When they fought before,
the first round, didn't Leon get a takedown or something? I'm pretty sure
in the first fight.
Yeah, in the first fight in the first round.
Yeah, exactly.
The only round that he won in that fight, because the whole fight he
until
lost.
The 5th round knocks him out. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He did take his back. That's what made me think. But then I realized, you're fighting a striker who no one would expect Leon's tactic to be to try to take him down in that fight. All right, it would be.
No, he wouldn't be
automatic.
But look, even the first and second fight after that first round, did he ever get him down or anything like that? No, because you're not gonna can't surprise him again. Now he knows okay, you might try that. His defense is solid. I do think there is a worry with Hamzat versus Usman that Hamzat could get his back earlier and sub him, choke him out.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be that too surprised, but I think there's also a chance that he's going to try to take him down, but obviously he's going to be expecting Usman, and he's going to be able to defend it.
Backs up, man.
And even though maybe Hamzat could keep trying, he's going to realise, like he did with the Burns fight, I can maybe get this guy down, but this guy is so hard that the amount of energy he's taking. With Burns, it's a bit different. Burns, you can take him right down, but he's going to pop right back to his feet, or he's going to make it if you move one muscle, one arm, try to grab, no, he's going to pop right back up. He's already halfway there. That's how Burns is. So he did not try to wrestle again with him, try strike because less cardio. Still got kind of really tired because he threw a lot. I'm saying if he goes for it and doesn't get it against Usman, he's getting finished because Usman has got elite cardio. People do not underestimate Usman's cardio. He can go 5 rounds and be
easy.
And put the most pressure on the 5th round.
But
he likes to do that.
If I'm Hamzat and I know that I got only 3 rounds,
it's gonna be a 5, no?
Hamzat is crazy, by the way. So if you're Hamzat,
is it not a 5-rounder?
It should be.
It's gonna be a 5-rounder.
No,
one of their biggest stars. They're gonna make against Usman, the former champ and pound for pound. Yeah, they're gonna make this a co-main, maybe a headline of the prelims. Yeah, no, it's gonna be this. I'll be shocked.
Might be a fight night, but.
I'll watch. They'll put this as a pay-per-view.
Oh, pay-per-view. You think?
I mean, maybe do another crazy card 291.
Put the BMF title on it or something.
Man, they should. 3 round off.
Shit out of here, man. BMF.
Actually, you know what? I don't mind if they do it. Obviously, as a fight night, if they want to do that. Either way, but that fight needs to be 5 rounds. It can't be 3. Man. That's taking the.
If it's 3 rounds,
if it is,
it might be 3.
They love Hamzat.
Yeah, it might be 3. Yeah, it might be 3.
If it's 3 rounds, Hamzat. I go with Hamzat. It's just gonna go mad. It's gonna go nuts.
What do you think about all these good fighters coming out of Mexico? Of course, they're known for boxing, historically, but there's a lot of good
high
fighters.
Altitude over there, so.
Because is it Alexa Grasso? She's the champion.
Yeah.
We got
flyweight
Moreno. And now we've got Yair Rodríguez challenge for the title.
Yeah, man. I'm not surprised, bro. Mexico has bred some of the most vicious fighters ever. It was about time that they just translated into MMA as well. And boxing for them is like
it's football first, boxing maybe second. That's what they love.
Yeah, right.
MMA
and wrestling with masks and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Luchadores. That's what they call it.
Oh yeah, that's massive.
I don't think it's massive like making the money like.
Oh no, as in
football.
like culturally.
Yeah.
Like Rey Mysterio type of shit.
But there, I mean, it's like football's just over everything.
I don't understand
everywhere.
the obsession with football, man.
It's only because you broke your toe playing football.
Gotta talk about that, man. It's so good.
Man, football is crazy. Everyone loves football.
I mean, obviously, boxing, they're amazing. We've got Canelo.
Oh, so yeah, you were saying that you might not watch UFC 290. You might be watching the boxing instead.
291 you're talking about.
Oh, so
No, I have it in the background, but I'm going to be focusing on the Errol Spence Crawford fight.
Oh, yeah.
Everything,
I mean, to be fair,
but to be honest, it depends what time it is. That might be at, that's probably going to be like 5 a.m. Actually, to be honest, but they'll both will be, isn't it? So
when is it?
It's July 29th.
Okay.
Same night as UFC 291.
Oh, the crazy card.
yeah. Oh yeah, with everyone on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I do kind of want to watch the boxing as well, but I'm gonna have to have like two screens at some point. Yeah, man.
How can you watch like that? You can't focus,
bro. You just you can.
Nah.
Focus on one,
like,
but you're gonna hear like
shit.
something in the background. Someone screams. You look over. Someone gets knocked out. It's like shit.
Too late.
Yeah, bro.
Highlights, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Oh, Crawford Spencer fight. This is what boxing does so great. No, what does so great. I fucking hate boxing for this, but they like rarely give you a great fight. So when they do, it's special.
Solid.
Solid. MMA like spoils you so much. You know, like this.
Yeah.
UFC 291. Look at what we're getting on 290. You don't. I mean, this year's been really good in boxing, but you don't get that all the time.
I think they had to get better because UFC and MMA is just causing so much traction. They've got so many cards, so many like top elite athletes or MMA guys. They're fighting the peers, the best in it. So boxing had to step up their game. I think of recent years, especially like within the last 5 years, it's picked up quite a lot. There's so many, like they had to.
This year, PBC put on what did they put on? They put the Ryan Garcia fight. They're putting obviously the Errol Spence and Crawford fight. Who else they're putting? Oh, Canelo signed to PBC for was it a free fight deal? I think it was.
He's fighting some guy with belts.
Yeah.
So what's happening there?
So there's this Charlo twins, right? He's at 168 with his 4 belts. Canelo, and he's fought at 160. That's his natural weight class, 160. But he's fine. He got always about 168. He tried to go 175 for one and lost that fight. But 168 where he's got all his belts. One weight below him, 190. There's a guy there who's the older. The Charlo twins, but he's the slightly bigger one, and he fights at 160. I think he's got maybe like 1 belt, but he's not been really fighting recently, so he's not really in the shape right now to go fight Canelo. His twin brother, who's at 154, has got all the belts. I don't know if he's got all or like 3 or something, but he's the unified. No, he's got all the belts. What I'm talking about, he's got all the belts at 154. He's unified. He was like, I'll take it. So now he's going up 2 weight classes from 154 to 168 and if he wins, he's gonna have 10 belts. He's gonna take a fall with all the belts. Man, yeah, obviously that's and he's a big guy. He probably walks around the same weight as Canelo. He is for him like he's gonna be happy to not have to cut that weight, but he's still not like I don't expect him to beat Canelo.
Jump to the 10th power.
But it's like he's considered the slight. He's lost before. The other one is like the puncher, the bigger, slightly bigger one. But he's like the more technical fighter. He's the one I think his skill is really good. They train with Errol Spence. So they've trained under the same guy. Them two, I can't remember who else. Oh, sorry, now Anthony Joshua's gone there. So he's training with their, I've got his name. He's their coach.
Usyk has a fight lined up, hasn't he?
He's fighting in Poland in August 26 against Daniel
British.
Dubois.
Yeah.
And I expect him to knock Daniel Dubois out.
Really?
I expect anyone...
Not just outbox him and take points and decision?
As he's the type of guy, he's got that kind of Max Holloway thing where like he builds, where he kind of just like, he will start the 1-2 and he will just, he's like, you can see him like calculating. He's sort of like Lomachenko. They're both Ukrainian and they're friends in it. Man, his skill levels, he's pound for pound number 1 for a reason. Like he just keeps going, like later rounds, once he just got your number, he's just hitting you with everything. Damn. He fought Joe Joyce when they were both like before. There's a thing where you like it's after amateur but before pro, and you can kind of test yourself out. He outboxed Joe Joyce, who's 6'6", easily. He fought, what's his name? He was also a good cruiserweight fighter when heavyweight. They fought at cruiserweight actually. I can't remember his name. He was the one in the Creed films. The one who.
I think I know.
Tony Bellew.
Yeah, Tony Bellew. And Tony Bellew was like, even like after a few rounds, you could just see like as he's working hard to like still be in that fight, you could just see like he just fights perfectly. Like Usyk's skill is ridiculous, and the bar just is like if you like. Usyk is not really like a big power puncher. He's more like he can be really accurate and get his timing.
Timing, precision.
Like, wow, man, he's just showing his chin is something's wrong with him, man. It's just not there. Or maybe he's just got a normal human chin and he needs to be superhuman for heavyweight.
The guys that hit him, they're massive.
He finds a way to win, yeah, but he's not been fighting anyone even close to the level of Usyk.
You see, folks, here at Mad MMA, we teach you also about boxing.
It's mixed martial arts. Oh, should be combat sport. So if let's talk about bets, right? Let's talk about bets. Obviously, you're gonna need to research a bit more into it, but at this moment in time, if it was to bet on outcomes on the fights that we just spoken about, Volkanovski against Rodríguez, where do you think that fight will end up?
A nice safe one would be Volk over 1.5, no, 2.5, no, maybe even 3.5. I think it will get into the 4th, 5th round. I think, yes, he's a survivor, man. So I'll say a safe one is like over 2.5 or 3.5, depends on what the odds say. Yeah.
So Volk to win over 2.5 rounds. What Volk was going to finish him?
Yeah, but I think finish him is late and he could survive to the end. So I would say that's what I'm saying, safe over like a 2.5.
I would just do one after 1.5 rounds.
Depends, maybe even 1.5 if the odds is not bad for it because it's
Alexander and Yair over 1. I said over 3.5.
Yeah, but if you was to go for a safe
I'm just
one,
saying whatever the odds and you want to be safe, depends how much money you can put on it, isn't it? Sometimes you have to see how much I'm putting it, how much do I really want from here, and if it's safer to put, even if you think 3.5, why not still do 1.5? Just to be safe.
Just to cover your back.
Don't get me wrong, if the odds ain't good enough, I'm putting it all the way up to 3.5. But
it depends on what the odds say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Robert Whittaker, right? For sure, right? This is.
I think the most. Last week I
said
last week
sure
on that.
But
that
last
word
week
is
hurt,
it hurt me a lot. But yeah, the most sure one on the card is Robert Whittaker. Over 1.5 to be safe, but decision is also not too bad.
I can't put my money on. I don't know where to put my money on for the Moreno and Pantoja fight. I'm not going to bet on that one.
Moreno.
I'm going to bet on that one.
Put your money on Moreno, man. Put your money.
If you want, not sure what I was gonna say. I was gonna say like just do over 1.5 or 2. Whatever, but no, don't pick anyone. But even then, like I think if Pantoja wins, might probably be like first or second.
No, I can't be. I think Moreno, he's like he can spring back up, man. He's good.
Man, Pantoja on the ground is.
You gotta get him on the ground first, and these guys are light.
These flyweights they scramble.
They move so quick,
and when he does that, it's back. Backpacking you right there.
Nah.
Yep.
Incredible.
Yeah, his backpacking is.
So why do you so sell Moreno? What's your argument?
He cannot go on.
No. You're not give me some fucking.
Come on, bro. Listen. I already get my piece, man. I'm telling you, Moreno, he's fought a lot of 5-rounders. That's
because for the last how many years he's been fighting Figueiredo?
Only 5-rounders, and he's not even fucking break a sweat. That's 1. 2, wrestling elite. 3, striking, getting better every day. 4, he fought those that get high. Yeah, he fought Davison Figueiredo multiple times, back to back. Incredible fights, like one of the greatest rivalry in history of UFC, in my opinion.
One of the most well-rounded fighters in the UFC.
Hands down.
Like his wrestling is really good. It's not like elite, but it's really good. His striking is really good. His jiu-jitsu is really good. Everything's just really good. Yeah, like elite, bro. What's elite? I mean, no.
Bro, his ability to spring back up.
I can see other fighters and tell you he's got better wrestling. I'll say while fresh, because I'll say one more thing about he's got really good as well. Moreno, cardio, chin, decent enough power, decent, just even like it was striking already said, but like his skill there, like he can finish you, liver shot against like Kai Kara France. Yeah, he's just so really good everywhere, and especially his physical abilities. He's not a small flyweight, and he can put. He's got good strength.
Yeah,
but like Figueiredo, fresh. He has not got the cardio, but fresh. He's got better wrestling than him. I would say even got cleaner striking than him. Fresh, but with Figueiredo, he has a big problem. 125 is like for his stature, he has to fight at 125. I just can't see him doing well at 135. This guy cuts apparently from like 165. Apparently, like he's a ridiculously big dude. That's why when you see Moreno, like when he comes in shape for a fight, he is just the most ripped. Like, and just everything is so compact because he has to prepare a lot to be able to get to 125.
Damn.
Yeah. So I think he's going up to 135 now, just because it's just too much. He's like 160, 165, like Figueiredo.
Yeah, I know.
But that if it weren't for that weight cut, like when he was fighting, you could see that he's best. He's beating Moreno.
I think who is he fighting? There was a fight announced that he was Dominic Cruz. He's fighting Dominic Cruz. Yeah.
No way.
Hold on, I don't want to chat shit. I think he's fighting Dominic Cruz. September.
I would like to see because like. His like when he's fresh, like in the first round, everywhere, Figueiredo's so good.
Yeah,
he is so good. Like I said, his cardio when he cuts down 125 it's not good for him. But like when he's at his best, his striking ability is just so ridiculously accurate. His arms are so long that he could be like, he's clearly out of range and just pop you with a shot. Like his arms are so long.
Yeah.
It's short but just ridiculously long arms, and just so accurate. Wrestling, jiu-jitsu, everywhere there. It's like you can see and he's full of muscle. So even if you take him down, like he's reversing you, he's choking you out everywhere. It's just amazing. But he's just so much like energy that just does not last for 5 rounds that well all the time. Maybe he's at times ridiculously well. Last 5 rounds against Moreno's tough. The first fight they had, he got deducted a point. They shouldn't have deducted a point. It wasn't enough to deduct a point. If they did it, he won that fight. But it was a draw because of that 1 point deduction. He's Figueiredo's so good, and he beat Pantoja. Pantoja was not ready for that fight.
No,
but like his power is ridiculous. And Pantoja took that shit.
Yeah.
He's one of those people, like, you look at his record, he's got a good knockout streak, which flyweight is not that. Yeah.
Man,
or finish streak.
Moreno fought Figueiredo a lot of times.
Yeah.
And Figueiredo put Pantoja in his place. So doing UFC maths.
But timeline, because, wait, when did they fight though? Because then you could also say, Pantoja's already put Moreno in his place.
Oh, yeah.
Twice.
But then that means you should have won against Figueiredo one.
Because math doesn't work, and like I said, Moreno's good everywhere, and that's why if you have a weakness somewhere, a glaring one, which in Figueiredo is his cardio and his ability to last 5 rounds with high pressure. That's the thing about Moreno. He's so good everywhere. He can find a way to beat you as long as he's just smart enough to this is the game plan. We're going to prepare for this guy. He should be good everywhere, man. He could beat anyone in that sense if you got a big weakness. But Pantoja, only one to kind of. That's why I'm a bit worried about his going 5 rounds because he hasn't really done that, and he does look like he can potentially fade late. So I do think Moreno probably have the more solid striking.
You seen these odds? Bonico 1.04.
0-4.
Woodbourne 12.
It's a short replacement. It was meant to be Trajan Gore. Who is it now? Someone else.
Valentin Woodbourne.
Yeah. So that's some next person they brought. I don't even know who it is, so I have no idea.
And it's Robbie Lawler's
last fight.
And Nico Price. Bro, you know what? I got Robbie Lawler. Nico Price.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm not picking him.
I'm not betting on that one at all.
I just want to do one.
That one is emotional, man. That fight's gonna be emotional for him.
Yeah.
So
he was beating Brian Barberina before it kind of you could see he just kind of faded in like a second. But Barberina is a tough guy and he just keeps coming and you won't knock him out. So I wouldn't be surprised. But then again, Nico Price is a tough guy, great chin, great power. His body's built like a Dorito. Like it's just ridiculous. Like shoulders is just all the way out there. It's just little waist, but it's just a triangle, and it's just big arms, long arms.
Like a dingo, bro.
Some
the
fights.
knockouts.
Yeah.
Did you see the?
That's unpredictable.
Did you see the Randy Brown knockout? It was a long time ago, but his knockout from his back, hammer fist from his back. He had he was in a weird position while he kind of had his foot by his neck, kind of holding him there, and he kind of used that to just pull him forward, and it just hammer fisted from his back and knocked out Randy Brown. He's just ridiculous power.
I'm gonna stay away from that.
But I'll pick him to win that fight. It was gonna be Nico Price, 3rd round knockout.
So Whittaker, if the odds make sense, Alex.
It's like 1.25.
And
don't mind that.
yeah, and then Moreno.